Do you like documentaries?
I got one about Scooby-Doo coming out.
Good, because we've got one for you to enjoy. Knowledge to your brain. Feed knowledge to your brain, mass spoonfuls. Because coming soon in the year 2021, it's almost the end of 2020.
Well, we're in October, so.
Yeah, it's not going to say it's coming out in 2021.
Coming up, yeah.
No, it's, there are some people, one of their names is Brenna Sanchez, and one of their names is Tom Putnam, and they have been checking in with us, coming around to Juggalo events and interviewing me and Shaggy for the last 5 years.
And a whole host of other ninjas too, been interviewed. Yeah.
Five like King Kong Bundy used to say. 5.
That's half of a decade. That's a long time.
They've been working on this documentary for a grip.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's finally done. They just finished shooting the last interview with us probably a month ago. And the fucking documentary is coming out. And here's the premises of it. First of all, the documentary is called The United States of Insanity. And the documentary is primarily about the FBI's gang labeling of Juggalos as a gang. And it tells the whole story in depth, how it came to be. It interviews Juggalos all over the country affected by the gang shit. And it chronicles that piece of history. That ludicrous piece of history is chronicled and documented forever in a documentary done by Brenna Sanchez and Tom Putnam. And it's coming out in 21.
We can't guarantee that. It's not our fucking thing. But tentatively.
It's not our project.
Tentative. We didn't edit it. We didn't shoot it. It's their project. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So we cannot say for sure, but tentatively it's slated for 2021.
That's right. But the rough copy we saw was pretty damn fucking good, man.
I thought it was some really good points of it.
Yeah.
You know, like a really solid parts. So
hopefully they don't switch it up and sabotage us.
Right, you know what I mean?
But it's pretty damn good right now. We stand by it. All right? United States of Insanity. The documentary is coming out. It's like a 2-hour documentary. It's really good, man. Pretty good. And it'll tell you some shit about the gang label you had no idea about.
That book Juggalo is out about details the whole fucking gang labeling shit from beginning to whenever the fuck it came out. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't obviously. Motherfuckers don't be reading. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be reading. So if you're not interested in reading that and figure out what happened, this documentary will be there for you to answer your questions and shit.
You know what's
but the book's a great read, man. If you really want to know what kind of fucking snake shit happened with that, it's fucking insane, man.
You know what's cool about it too is because I consider the march to be the greatest moment in all of Juggalo history to me.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
No question, dog.
And it really captures like every element of it. You know?
I can't even think about it without crying.
They talk to the lawyers. They talk to Juggalo crews. You know, they talk to Juggalo families. They cover everything. They talk to you guys. They talk to us. You know what I mean? And it just captures that whole moment in time. Is just captured beautifully in this masterfully done film.
The amount of fucking fear we fucking dealt with that entire year. There is no ticket sold for the march. We had no idea if anybody was coming at all.
Thought we were
After we booked it,
nobody.
We found out hotels in D.C. are fucking insanely high.
Yo, all the fucking concert places were like, nope, can't have a show here. Can't have a show here. Got blackballed out of fucking venues. You know what I'm saying?
Every fucking band we asked to play it, with the exception of like 3 or 4 that it could only help. But we still love those bands for agreeing to do it. But everybody that could bring significant attention to the march said no. Yeah. Nobody wanted to do it.
After a year advance being told it was going down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A year in advance, we started
one day we
hyping that march. All year, we had no idea if anybody was coming. And it was so stressful. We were doing so much press in New York. 3 days worth of press, night and day, we're doing press. Every fucking Time magazine.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Every kind of press you can do. We're doing press, and we have no idea if we're setting ourselves up for utter chaotic embarrassment.
And then somehow, though, getting blackballed out of all the fucking venues around D.C., even the suburbs, everything, man, it ended up being a benefit because we got to do our fucking show right there in front of that big ass fucking pool thing that Martin Luther King gave his speech at, that Forrest Gump was at. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when the ICP movie comes out, if that's not the ending,
right,
that's gonna be a pivotal moment.
Well, they say like two other people,
like you guys performing right at that spot.
Right, they say like two other people have done a show there. One was like Bob Dylan,
right,
and one was some other super ninja like that.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Fago, you know what I mean?
And throwing Fago, Kurt,
Like,
they were like,
and they told us you can't
curse, and we're like, yo,
no problem.
fuck
We got
that.
there, we did fuck the world.
We didn't fucking restrict ourselves one bit from saying anything.
The march was made historical by the Juggalos, hands down. There's just no fucking with Juggalos, period.
And if y'all were there, like it was, you know, enough said, man. You know what it was.
You know
it
the
was
feeling
like,
going
the
on.
Feeling like
everybody
you know what I'm
was
saying?
just touched. Everybody, it's the only word I can use. Everybody was emotionally touched.
You know what? The crazy part is, at least for me, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like when we're doing like any kind of like meet and greets or anything like that, or just like on the streets, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If we're out of town or even in town, somebody comes up, you're like, "Yo, man, I was at the march." Instantly, when that comes out their mouth, I feel an extra fucking connection to it.
Right.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? Just, yo, I was at the march. Don't even say no more. You don't need to. You know what I'm saying? We're like already right here. Already like this with Juggalos. But with motherfuckers that went to the march, it's like right here. You know, like
and the amount
same
of
brain.
people, what really fucking touched me right on my fucking genitals was the amount of people that were there that weren't Juggalos.
Yeah.
That were there because they knew what was happening was bullshit.
Yeah, straight up.
And they just came out.
And how wonderful was it that literally the whole world had our backs.
Right.
There was like all right, they had to give it up. They were like, that is some fucking
the only people
Right.
that
Every press we did, they said that.
the only small
like,
amount
all
of fucking haters there were basically people that turned us down doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're doing it for publicity and this and that. Of course we were.
What the fuck
We're
is
trying to
march
bring
for?
light to the situation. It was the biggest publicity thing ever to try to get all
What do
eyes
you
on
march
that.
for? You march to fucking make noise,
Right.
publicity. You
Right,
know,
you march
for
to
your
get
cause.
right, like blow up a fucking, get attention zoned in on what the fuck is going down, you know?
Anybody talking shit about the march, hold themselves. Man.
Dog, anybody that talks shit is talking shit, or future talk shit ain't about shit, because there was nothing but positive. There was nothing but great for the Juggalos and the Juggalo community and just in general. So if somebody was to hate on that, dog, that's exactly what they are. They're just to the soul, to the core
Greatest day of
of
my life.
fucking haters. You know what I'm saying?
And it really was a living embodiment, if you will, of the power of the Juggalo family.
Yeah, word up, dog.
Like, you know what I mean? Unified all together
Right.
for one purpose, one cause, and schooling it that fucking hard, man. It
Yeah,
was
that
just
shit was
awesome.
dope.
And literally hand in hand walking through the streets.
Literally.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah. Literally,
Like, you
dog.
know, it's just.
There was
just
like
so
the
fresh, man.
greatest part. There was, we didn't have security and shit. Dog. I walked around how long was that? Like 2 miles long, that walk?
Yeah.
Not one
The whole
arrest.
time, I was just like constantly just surrounded by different barrage of Juggalos. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It was
right,
fucking
yeah.
great, dog. No security. You didn't fucking need it. You know,
Not
nobody was
one
fucking.
arrest.
Nobody was trying to scrap. Nobody was hound dogging. Nobody was no arrest. Nobody was fucking belligerent drunk. Nobody was smoking. Everybody was looking at that like from from the outside, like, oh man,
Everybody there was
shit's
there
about to
to
get
march,
tagged
man.
up. Everybody's gonna be all fucking partying and all that. No, we were there for business, and every Juggler showed up was there for business too, and we fucking showed and proved, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I love this documentary, because it documents it all with footage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It captures that moment in time. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like you can, especially if you were there or not, like it just captures it.
And it shows Juggalos can come crawling out the underground and assemble for war when we need to.
Right.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We ain't got no enemies right now to war with.
Yeah.
But when pushed and provoked, we will fucking gather in mass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
and,
what's
and,
up.
And
what's
stand our ground.
Yeah.
And then we did it peacefully and respectfully. And man, Juggalos are just fucking hands down the most unfuckwittable type of person you could ever be.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Hands down, man.
Freshest people on the planet.
And that's an understatement. You know what I'm saying?